back to my channel. I'm Jen. So today I'm gonna be doing this vampy sultry look here. It's very pretty, very wearable. You can wear this anywhere really. I mean, it's not so dramatic. So I was playing around with my colors and I've done a look similar to this before, so I wanted to do it for you guys here on camera. So this is a Kylie's Court K right here, and it goes very well with this look. I mean, you can use any color. I mean, nudes, pinks, anything that makes you feel more comfortable and prettier. But I decided to use this dark color because sometimes dark and dark clash, but I feel like this one's such a perfect combination. So if you guys want to continue watching this and learn how to get this look, please keep watching. And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. Thumbs up, comment, tell me what you guys want to see. So yeah, and if you guys want to keep watching and learning how to get this look, stay tuned to what's next. Hey guys, so now we're gonna get started. The first thing I'm gonna do is put the tape, which I already did, and I already did my eyebrows. So now we're gonna go in with the color that we're gonna use as a transition shade. I'm going to be using all my BH Cosmetics brushes, so I'm going to be using this fluffy brush right here. It doesn't have a name on it, but I'm going to be using it for the transition color right here in the crease. So the first color I'm going to pick up is Beach by the Kylie palette. For the burgundy palette, I'm going to pick up this one right here. I'm tapping off the excess and I'm going straight in here. And I'm doing windshield wiper motions, and I'm gonna do a little circular motion over here just because I want it to be diffused. That's such a pretty good like transition shade right here, since we are gonna be doing kind of like a dark sultry kind of eye today. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, picking up that same color, tapping off the excess, and then going on the other eye in windshield wiper motions. Now that we finished with the transition color, we're going to pick up a different brush. It's this brush right here. It's also from my BH Cosmetics collection. I'm going to pick up a darker color than that and then focus it more on the outer edge and blending it in towards the lid. So now we're going to go in with this color right here, Penny. We're going to tap off the excess, and then we're going to go in kind of towards the outer eye right here and kind of swirl it in and build up the color and try to focus it on the outer edge and on like half of the lid right here, but mainly doing circled motions, and then bring it in, but mainly concentrated on the edge, so it could give us that like long look. Picking up some more of that color, going in here, and then later on you're going to see how we're going to be building and building and building on the outer edge right here. There you go. And then we're going to make it darker too, but with different colors. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, focusing it on the outer eye in circular motions. Make sure you're flicking it inward and out, so the color is mostly concentrated on this side and it kind of diffuses out here. And then once you have like basically no product, you're gonna go in and swipe it inside so everything's balanced and mixed together. So we're gonna pick up a little bit more of that. So I just got off of school right now. My boyfriend just went into school. My dog came to visit me today. She's outside. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. And now we just keep building. Okay, so you can already see how it's diffusing out. So now we're gonna pick up a darker color with the same brush, because I like how this brush blends out the color really well. And I kind of like mixing it a little bit so it doesn't look like a different color on top of the other one, so they're both kind of infused. Now with that same Kylie palette, and I'm going to be using most of these colors for the eye look today, so I'm going to be using this one right here, which is called an Almond, I believe. And we're going to be doing oh my god, we're going to be doing the same motion, but bringing it more towards the center of the eyelid. And again, blending with the rest of the colors. And then dragging it towards the center again as well. Picking up some more of that product. And kind of placing it where you want it, and then you can go in and blend, because you don't want the color to disappear also. So you have to be very careful with that as well. And just build, build, build. Doing the same thing on the other side. Pick up some more product, as much as you need to intensify that color and the look you're trying to go for. And then you just kind of step back and make sure they're the same. Because girl, you don't want to be walking around with two different colored eyes. Okay, now that I finished that, I'm gonna go in with another fluffy brush and kind of diffuse all the colors. I'm going in with this Kylie brush that came in the Royal Peach palette. I'm just gonna go in and kind of diffuse the outer edges so we don't have such a harsh line. Now we're gonna go in with darker browns on this side. So now we're gonna use this brush. It's like a flat brush, like this. It's thick and it's flat, so it really goes right into the areas that you want it to go. So now we're gonna go in and pick up the darkest color from the Burgundy palette, and this is called, I believe, Brick. We're gonna go in with a generous amount, and we're gonna go in and tap off all the excess, and then you're gonna go in and then really put it into the outer edge of your eye. It's okay if it's messy, because we're gonna go in and blend that out. You're gonna have some fallout because it is such a powdery eyeshadow that's some of it's falling into my eye. But it's okay, because we got tape. Same thing on the other side. Gonna just place the color where you want it. Build, 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 blend, 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 blend in this look right here. Now we're gonna take that same fluffy brush that I used for my BH Cosmetics set, and then we're gonna go in and start like pushing in the product. And this one we're not gonna take all the way in. See how we did the other ones all the way in? This one's more on the outside, so we're gonna just concentrate it on the outside of the eye, the outer part. The reason why I'm keeping this lid right here open space is because we're gonna put in a gold glitter in there. Well, a gold foiled eyeshadow. And you do the same thing on the other side, and you're just gonna keep blending. Blend, blend, blend. Now, since I want the outer edges just a little bit darker, I'm gonna go in with my Naked Urban Decay Smoky palette, and I'm gonna be using the color Whiskey. Picking up that same brush that I used for the outside, this small flat brush right here, picking up a generous amount of that as well, and really working it into the outer edge. Yes, that's gonna give us that really intensified look without it being way, way, way too dark. First, I'm placing the color down, and then I'm gonna go in with a fluffier brush and diffuse it. That way you have a more precise location of where the eyeshadow that you want it to be, so you don't have a whole mess. Same brush that I've been using, and we're going to be doing the same thing we've been doing for the other parts of the eye and the colors. So we're going to just diffuse it. Same thing on the other side. Everything you do on one side, you have to do on the other side, just like math. And we bring it in, make sure everything is good and diffused. And now we're gonna go in with another fluffier brush, which is the Kylie one that I have. And I'm gonna go in and just diffuse the edges out here so that nothing is so harsh. Perfect. So now we're gonna highlight the brow bones, the inner corner, and I'm gonna place our main eyeshadow in the center of the eye. But this is how it's been looking so far. Okay, excuse me. Can I help you? My dog just came and sat on me. You guys wanna see her? Say hi, baby. Say hi. Her name's Cannoli. I named her after Desi Perkins, another YouTuber. She named her dog Cannoli, so she's a big inspiration of mine. So I was like, how about we name her Cannoli too? Right, Mama? All right, go play. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with that burgundy palette from Kylie Cosmetics, and I'm gonna use the color Naked. Picking that color up with this brush. It's a flat brush. We're gonna go right in here. Also, applying a light brow bone color on your the brow bone, on the brow bone, it helps diffuse the line that you have up here that you have blended out. So it kind of like fuses it together to make it look like there's no lines there. So it's really good. It helps. That's a really good a tip. If you guys have trouble blending out this area right here, you can easily just do this and it kind of blurs out. And I think there's a actual eyeshadow out right now. I think it's from Melt Cosmetics. It's called Blur, and it does the same exact thing, but that one is actually meant for blurring stuff out. So then now we're gonna use, I'm gonna mix two golds. I'm gonna mix this gold right here from Kylie. It's called Cinnamon. And then I'm gonna also mix the gold that's in here called Dubai from the burgundy palette, this one right here. So first, they're kind of the same, but I'm gonna apply the Royal Peach palette color first. This one's called Cinnamon. So I'm picking up just a little bit on my finger right there, and I'm applying it just over the eyelid, right in that same area that we left open for it. So what I like to do is kind of press down and drag a little bit, and then when the color is right where I want it, then I start like flicking it so that it diffuses with the rest of the colors on the outer edge. And as you can see right here, there's like a line. Don't worry, because right now we're gonna go in and blend that out so they both mix together. So I'm gonna be doing that same thing on the other eye. It's called Dubai. Same thing, I'm gonna go in with my finger. This one's a little bit more creamier consistency than the one right there, so I like this one a lot better, and I feel like it's a lot more vibrant. You're gonna see right now, see that? A lot more vibrant right there. So the same idea, pat, 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 and then kind of flick over here on this side. And then we're gonna just go in with another brush again, like I said before, and we're gonna just mix the two colors together. So now I'm gonna go in with the same fluffy brush. This is just a smaller brush from my BH Cosmetics, and I'm gonna go in and kind of just, with no product, I didn't put any product in here, and I'm kind of just going to infuse both together, like slightly going over both colors and just dragging it down so there's no harsh lines right in the middle. And then if you still feel like you lost some, whatever you have left over, girl, go in there. There you go. Same thing on the other side. perfect. Now, since everything is mixed together, we're ready. Now we're going to go in with the inner corner. Small little crevices you're trying to work with. And since we're working with the inner corner, I'm going to pick up that color right there, tap off the excess, and go in there into the tear duct. And notice how I didn't put any product in the bottom. That's because we haven't done the rest of the face yet. So I'm not going to do that yet because I just don't like doing that first. So now we're going to move on and do the rest of the face. I'm just going to zoom right through that part because right now we're focusing on the eyes and the lips. So I will be right back. So now we're gonna go in with the burgundy palette again. Big surprise. We're gonna go in with this tiny brush right here that I used in the brow bone, and we're gonna pick up almond, and we're gonna go really as close as possible to the lash line. I'm sorry, to the waterline, as close as possible to the waterline, and really diffuse it. Don't worry about this line because we're going to be using that for eyeliner, so it won't be there. So don't think we're going to be walking around with big harsh ass lines, girl. We don't do that. So we're going to go in here and kind of connect it. If you want to connect it, that's awesome. I'm connecting it right now simply because that'll make it like one, like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean. You know what I mean. We're gonna go in there, we're gonna really connect it with the other one. And really kind of just push in the product and kind of like slide it through. Okay, then we're gonna go in with the same brush because it is very precise. We're gonna go in with Brick. That's the darkest color here, the furthest one. Tap off the excess because we don't want a lot of fallout. We're gonna go in with the same, do the same thing. And if you want to drag it lower because you know you might have some like creases or something like that, you can do that. Absolutely, you can do whatever goes well with you and your eye shape and whatnot. This is just what works for me, so this is what I would be doing. So you see how kind of now it's like looking more sultry. So we're going to be doing that, and then we can build up the color whether or not you guys want it darker, more vampy, you know. And I'm kind of leaving this inner corner free because I'm going to put in some of that naked color right there. So we're gonna just keep building those two colors until your desired intensity of the eye shadow is. So I think that's where I want it. That's where I'm gonna keep it. So next I'm gonna go in and kind of diffuse that, and I'm gonna go in with the pencil brush right here. It's a tapered brush right there, and we're gonna go in and just diffuse it. Just kind of don't diffuse everything up here, kind of just the bottom, so that way it's like more smoked out and it's just flared the color, but just the bottom, so it's not, so you don't remove all of the color that you just put in the waterline as well. So that looks really good right in there. So next I'm gonna put on my eyeliner, my lashes, and then I'm gonna come back and put on my lips. So I will be right back. Okay, so now that we're done, we're gonna go with, of course, Kylie. The Kylie in Court K. This is the dark one. Okay guys, so that's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys continue to subscribe. Please subscribe, please. And I love all the support that some of you have been commenting, and if there's any looks that you guys want to see, please comment down below. Okay guys, so that's the finished look. Thank you so much for watching,